Hello, I am Xarkun. This is World of Warships Legends, and today we're going to take a quick look at the new Azur Lane commanders, as well as the new Azur Lane skins, and the Azur Lane premium ships that have been added to the game today, November 30th, 2020. First up, Azur Lane Baltimore. Base trait, Adaptive Tactics, improves your ship's steering by reducing rudder shift time. Certainly a potentially useful inspiration on many cruisers, including the cruisers in the American lines. As far as the skills, Burn It Down XXL and Beyond Range in the first slot, Igniter and Before It's Too Late in the second, Velocis, Punch Through, and the special skill Absolute Ammunition in the third row. This skill increases the cruiser's AP shell penetration multiplier and decreases the time it takes for the cruiser's AP shells to detonate after arming, which I think is a similar skill to what you would find on the Italian cruiser commanders. Interesting to apply to the Baltimore or other American cruisers. I'm not sure how good it will be, but I'd be interested in testing it. Then we've got Fixated and Steer Clear. For the legendary skills, you can choose between Fully Packed, Refill Station, and Equilibrium of Power. So, this would be a viable commander to use on something like the Cleveland. Moving on, we've got Azur Lane Fuso, and this is the one that I am probably going to rank up first because of this base trait. It increases the chance of the battleship's high explosive shells to cause a fire, and obviously I might have to update my Azur Lane Nelson commander build to include this as an inspiration. With Big 7 on Azur Lane Nelson, I'll get more high explosive shell damage, and the Nelson has an incredible fire starting chance already. Can build on that with this base trait. As far as the skills, a good day's work and Flammable Cannoneer in the first row, Gyrating Drill Bits and Crisscross in the second. On second thought, Marksmanship and Battle Spirit in the third. Battle Spirit is the special skill. It increases the battleship's maximum hit points and also reduces incoming damage to the battleship. Might be interesting to try out on the Japanese line, and this might be an interesting commander to use on the Yamato. As far as the final row, we've got Properly Meticulous, which is interesting considering that this commander does not have any other secondary gun-based skills. Emergency Specialist and Reaching Out XXL, Will to Rebuild, and Farsight on the legendary row of skills. For the British, we have another British battleship commander. This will be the fifth, Azur Lane Queen Elizabeth. Reduces the reload time of the battleship's main guns. Increases the battleship main gun AP shell damage. And tightens up the grouping of the battleship's main gun's shells. This is a Brawler commander. We've got not one for the Nuisance or Brawler. For the special skill, we've got Skywatch, which increases the duration of the spotter plane consumable and adds another charge to it. Also Porcupine Crisscross, on second thought, Firefighter, Master Mechanic, Properly Meticulous, Reaching Out XXL, and for the legendary skills, Will to Rebuild and Running with Scissors. Moving on to the Germans, we've got Azur Lane Scharnhorst. Another Brawler commander. The base trait tightens up the dispersion of the main battery. Possibly pretty good for the German battleships. Got a good day's work, Brawler, and you should see the other guy. The special skill, Torpedo Launch, increases the torpedo speed and the torpedo range for the German battleships with torpedoes, so that could be Scharnhorst, Gneisenau, Tirpitz, or Odin. Porcupine, Crisscross, On second thought, firefighter, master mechanic, reaching out XXL, properly meticulous, and running with scissors or will to rebuild. And then we've got Azur Lane, Graf Spee. Burn it down XXL. Oh, wait, the base trait, Pocket Battleship. Increase the amount of hit points restored by the repair party consumable. Burn it down XXL, beyond range. Igniter, before it's too late. The special skill, Ghost. Reduce your cruiser's surface and air detection radius. Then we've got Fortified, Punch Through, Velocious, Steer Clear, Fixated, Refill Station, and Fully Packed. Very interesting set of commanders. I think that Fuso will be the one I upgrade first, because I do intend to test this skill out for the Nelson. But definitely some interesting commander choices here. As far as how to acquire them, special section of the store, you got this gigantic Azur Lane bundle that gives you the premium versions of 3 of the Azur Lane ships, Baltimore, Queen Elizabeth, and Fuso, as well as the skin for Scharnhorst and the skin for Graf Spee, some missions, and 7 Azur Lane crates. You can also buy the premium version of the Baltimore, the Queen Elizabeth, or the Fuso. Looks like the Tier 5 ships cost 10,000 doubloons, and the Tier 7, 15. I am not really sure how much I like the idea of selling a tech tree ship, the Baltimore, as a premium. Obviously, you can grind to the Baltimore, and I don't know whether you can just buy the Baltimore's skin. I think you might actually have to buy the premium version if you like the skin. We'll take a look at those in a second. The only real issue, though, that I see is somebody who has no experience could come in now and buy a Tier 7 ship. So, you know. Also get the skins for Graf Spee or Scharnhorst, Azur Lane crates, or you could buy one of the commanders for 5,000 doubloons each. As far as how these look on the ships, we'll go and start with Azur Lane Baltimore. It's pretty minimalistic skin. I don't think it looks too bad. Doesn't look super fantastic, but definitely an interesting skin for the Baltimore. Moving on to Fuso. Certainly one of the bolder skins for this Azur Lane update. Very Japanese artwork style with the waves and the flowers. Kind of nice, but don't think I'm a fan. Azur Lane Queen Elizabeth. A very regal looking camo. A little bit like the Azur Lane Nelson camo. Yeah, that one's okay. Then we've got the Azur Lane Graf Spee. And honestly, this one is kind of badass. I actually really like the red, white, and black color scheme. Yeah, this one is actually quite nice. And then finally, we've got Azur Lane Scharnhorst, which... oh, yes. Yes, this one, also quite nice. We've got red, black, white, and gray color scheme. And, wow, the turrets have these X's on them. The decks are red. It's got this nice, like, wavy line pattern. This is definitely the best out of all of the Azur Lane skins. This one I like, and I might actually equip it to the Scharnhorst when I take it out into battle. Very, very nice. Alright. Well, anyway, there's a quick look at all the Azur Lane Commander skins and all that for you. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.